God be...
I've got some good...
All right.
Yeah! Yeah!
Did I tell you about my wife's lace making?
No, I didn't know she did that.
She only started not long ago. Always in the evening while there's still a bit of light. Sits down. Good health to...
I've got some goods here.
All right.
Let's have a word about...
Well...
Very well, I agree.
Bit of extra coin never.
Who's there?
Who's there? What's
Who's
going
there?
on there?
What's going on out there? What?
What's
Show
that?
yourself. Who's there?
Hey, who's there?
What's going on out there?
Hey! Watch it!
God bless you. What troubles you?
How goes it, sir? Are you recovered?
I am, for all the good it does. The boredom here. The only thing I have to read is the Bible, and the Hanush won't let anyone near me but the priest. Have you any idea the monotony?
This world is but a trial. Be repentant.
He talks to me. Actually, talks to me as if I were already dead. Listen, Henry, won't you come with me to the Rattay Baths? I need a change of scene before moss starts growing on me.
Why to the baths?
Well, a hot bath does...
It does. Which is why you can bath here anytime you like.
Have you ever seen Clara, the bathhouse wench? Henry, she's a beauty.
How much time do you want to spend there?
I don't know yet, but at least a few days. Bathing in mud wraps during the day and in the evening.
But what about your wound, sir?
Well, I won't lie to you, it hurts like the devil. But I'd rather hobble along with a cane, howling in pain, than listen to a selection of the most
If you don't mind, sir, I've got something else.
I can't imagine what could be more interesting. Oh, all right. If you...
How are you, Henry? God bless you. What troubles you?
Sir, this investigation into the Neuhof massacre, it's getting a bit complicated.
What have you found out?
I tracked down a gang of robbers who recruited killers for Pribyslavitz. They know the Horsons who torched Neuhof.
That's excellent news. Did you find out any more?
So far, not much. If I'm going to infiltrate them, I have to do what they say. That means murdering one of their former cronies, a fellow they call Pius. Apparently he was at Neuhof too.
You have to kill a criminal to prove yourself to them? Huh. I don't much like the sound of it.
That's not the worst of it. This Pius is hiding out in the monastery pretending to be a novice. I'd have to get inside the cloisters to get at him.
Good God above, that's another matter entirely. They don't let just anyone into the cloisters, and the abbot won't give up any of the novices. Secular law has no jurisdiction inside the monastery. But this is the second time that something untoward has happened there. First the counterfeiters, now this. I'd be glad to have someone take a look inside.
It seems like the only way to find Pius is to join the order.
A bit of meditation and learning would do. If it's really the only way to get to him, then you'll have to do it. I'm sorry I can't be of much help.
What should I do with Pius once I find him?
Don't kill him. Bring him to the bailiff in Rattay. He'll interrogate the man and give him a fair trial.
It doesn't sound like an easy task, sir. Getting into the cloisters, finding Pius and then...
Far from it, lad. But I have confidence in your abilities.
Greetings. What do you need? Hey, who's there?
God be with...
Jesus, look where you're going.
No sign of anyone. God knows what it was.
You! Stop right where you are!
No sign of anyone. God knows what it was.
God save Henry.
What the hell are you doing?
My respects to you, sir.
What are you hanging around for?
No, I don't. Sigismund's marauders took everything I had and reduced me to beggary.
What's it about?
Since I lost everything, I've been doing whatever I could to survive. Only I got caught with my hand in someone else's pocket. And since then, I can't even set foot on the square without the catchpoles pouncing on me.
So you're a pickpocket?
My honestly begged groschen were taken from me by that bastard of a guard, Pazdera. He claimed I stole them and took them for himself. Well, if you can get them from his pocket back into mine, where they rightfully belong, I'll give you a share and teach you a handy trick too.
All right. I reckon I can manage that.
Everything he has on him. Well, take it or leave it. But if you get my money back from Pazdera the guard, I'm sure I can put some more work.
Here's your groschen.
I followed you for a while and I didn't see you rob no one. But suit yourself. Coin is coin. I'll give you some of the groschen back, like I promised. And I've got another...
What's this other job, then?
Everywhere you go here, you'll see wretches like me. Poor souls that don't have a pot to piss in and have to then take a look and rat-eye at all the gentlefolk with their noses in the air, looking out only for themselves with not a moment's thought for the poor. Well...
Maybe later.
As you wish. You know where to find me.
What the hell are you doing?
I'm interested...
And what is it?
Get myself fixed.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied.
Henry.
Henry, I'm glad you stopped.
God save you, good knight. What can I...
Are you Carl by any chance?
I am? Why do you ask?
I've heard that you're bound for the monastery.
Yes, it's true. But I've convinced my faithful guardian, Manfred, to give me a few more days of freedom. Mind you, he won't...
My name is Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry.
What if I entered the monastery instead of you?
I would give you your weight in gold, if I had any. But Manfred there, my guardian angel, and if you help me get rid of him...
He's been...
So what? Listen, friend, let's raise a glass. Manfred here's asleep. Please, get rid of him from me.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
You're Manfred, the young lord's guardian?
Indeed I am. Why?
You must have a mighty thirst. Waiting here with him for days, just watching him get drunk, and not having a sip yourself.
There's no doubt I'd enjoy a drink. Heaven knows I deserve it. But if I dull my senses in the slightest...
So let's drink together. And if you start to feel unwell, I'll keep an eye on him. Like you said, you deserve some fun.
I can see you're a reliable lad. So what shall we have to drink? And while we're at it...
Welcome, Henry.
I'll have a beer.
Here. Certainly. I will fetch it right away.
I'd like a beer.
Big house to you, Henry. Coming right up.
That'll do me.
A tankard of ale for me. I'll have a beer.
I'll be back in 2 shakes. All right. Coming.
Cheers.
This'll be the one.
Coming.
Should I? Shouldn't I? No, I daren't.
Pour me one.
Your turn. Ale as usual.
I'd like something to eat.
Ah! What the hell are you doing?
Would you let us have a...
I would not. If I put my guard down,
Where's my ale?
Certainly, I'll fetch it right away. I got it. Yeah, give me a minute.
Jesus, look where you're going.
Over here. I'd like to order.
What? Are you volunteering?
Here, just as you ordered.
You see that old man sitting at the table?
What?
There. Satisfied?
Here's to a good
Oi,
harvest.
Old man, what did you say about my mother?
Here.
I
Enjoy
said,
it.
what did you say about my dear old ma?
If she's as repulsive as you, I have no reason to speak of her at all.
Welcome,
now leave
Henry.
me alone before I put you in your place.
Welcome,
Put
Henry.
me in my place? I'd like to see you try. I'm gonna smash your face in, old man.
What do you need?
Manfred's taken care of, just as you wanted.
Thank God. He won't let me out of his sight for a second, and he's itching to get me in the monastery so he can head back home.
Why are you being sent to the monastery?
Like every lusty young lad, I'm fond of fair maidens, but I got too fond of one, and let's just say she...
But they don't send you to the monastery for that.
They do, when it's the daughter of the lord of your feet.
Shit.
Shit is putting it mildly. The Lord of Bookover was less than pleased. He knows he'll never marry off his daughter now. Either pay him 1,000 groschen in compensation, along with my balls on a silver platter, or pay 1,000 groschen.
Why does your guardian never leave your side?
So I don't run away. Of course, I'm free to walk around, but he watches every step I take, and won't stop until I...
Well, he's not watching you now.
What good is that to me when he has all the money, and even my saddle and riding cloak?
Why don't you just run away?
Bare-arsed. What the hell would I do? I don't know how to work, I have no money, and that old bastard's even taken my cloak.
But there are poor people everywhere, and they get by somehow.
If...
What if I entered the
What? Voluntarily? You don't look... You could only enter the monastery if you know how to read and write, and if you have a special writ from the abbot. That's a letter confirming they know who you are and that they've accepted you.
So you give me your writ? I'll just tell them I'm you.
Manfred has the writ. You'd have to take it from him, but he only puts it down when...
So I'll steal it, and then you can disappear.
I've only got 2
Disappear?
minutes.
Bare-arsed? What the hell would I do?
I'll be back
I don't
in 2
know how to
shakes.
work. I have no money.
But there are poor people everywhere, and they get by.
If I have to choose between hunger and poverty on one hand and the monastic life on the other, I'm afraid the monastery wins. If I could only steal that old man's pouch!
That's all then.
How are you, Henry?
I pound someone's head in for a beer. One ale, please.
Must I wait?
Satisfied?
No! Clear off! Let me sleep.
You've been lurking around where you don't belong and ignoring warnings. You should have thought twice about what you're doing. That will let...
Damn it. Here's your coin then.
You've paid for your crimes. I hope you've learned... Surrender!
Why are you waking me? Go away. Sod off!
I'll be back if you sleep. I'll
sleep.
Hey, Henry's come to see you.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I've got what you need.
Excellent. Give me the purse. You can...
Here, just as you ordered.
Here you are.
Good luck, no matter what you plan on doing with those monks. Best be on your way now before...
And what are you going to do?
Get my things together and disappear. I want to be as far away as possible before that old man even knows I'm gone.
I'm Carl. I'm supposed to enter as a novice.
We expected you sooner. Weren't you supposed to come here with your guardian? It's been so hectic lately, people will keep turning up out of the blue.
He gave me the papers and left me at the gate. You must be used to that, though. I'm not the first novice here, am I?
But that wasn't very considerate of him, was it? It's been so hectic here lately, novices arriving one after the other. The last one didn't even have a letter, and you'd think his backside was on fire, the way he kept looking over his shoulder.
You took him without the letter? You didn't find that suspicious?
My guess is he wanted to hide from someone. But he's a priest and knows how things work in the monastery, so there was nothing to prevent him from being accepted, at least temporarily. You're a different case, though. Are you able to read?
Naturally. I wouldn't be here otherwise.
So then, are you ready to enter the Order of Saint Benedict and renounce forever the temptations of...
I am.
Then you must rid yourself of all your worldly possessions. Sell them or give them to the poor and needy or donate them to the monastery. Inside the gatehouse is a trunk in which you will find monks. Put away all your possessions and dress yourself in the habit. Then you may rest a while I...
Strange feeling being without all of that. I didn't realise how much I'd grown used to it.
Everything's prepared. It's time for you to take your vows.
Do I really have to wear this?
You'd better get used to it. You'll be wearing it for the rest of your life.
Brothers in Christ, we have gathered here today to welcome a new novice into our midst. Dear brother, forget your former life and embrace your new vocation in the community of the monks of St. Benedict. Opus Dei, obedientia, obprobria, the service of God, obedience, and endurance of all discomfort. These are the cornerstones and succor of our order, which on this day shall become your own. Suscipe me, Domine, secundum eloquium tuum, et vivam. Et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Suscipe me, Domine, secundum in loquium tuum vivam, et non confundas me ab expectatione mea.
Accept your new name, Brother Gregor, and wear it with honor. Welcome, brother.
Welcome, brother. I am Antonius, a novice like you. I've been instructed to guide you around the monastery and tell you what you can expect and what your duties will be.
Is it alright if we don't do the tour?
I thought that since you're literally a complete novice, you'd be interested to know what you have to do tomorrow. But if you don't want to come with me, I won't force you. Here's a letter from the prior with the daily schedule. Read it and observe it.
Thanks for helping me out during the ceremony. I had no idea what I was supposed to do.
You don't know Latin, do you? Don't worry. Work in the scriptorium will teach you fast enough. Why exactly are you here?
It was my choice. For a common lad like me, it's the easiest way.
It looks like we're both here for the same reason. I think we'll get along.
Would you tell me something about you?
I'm a novice and I'm here because I'd make a poor merchant. I like books and I want an education. Although I must say, so far the monastic life's been quite unexpected.
Thanks for everything. I'll look around myself.
Are you sure? It will make your life easier if I show you around. Otherwise, tomorrow you'll be standing around staring like an idiot while everyone else knows what they have to do.
I'll work it out myself.
Suit yourself. If you think you don't need any explanations, just follow the schedule you got from...
Watch your step, brother. Praise be to Christ, brother.
I'd like to... Who's in charge of things?
Abbot Peter is the administrator of the monastery, but you won't see him. He's always traveling, and on top of that, he's old and infirm. Perhaps the good Lord will...
And what happens when the old abbot dies?
Then...
What can you tell me about the novice?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic...
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yodok is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager, perhaps too eager. Antonius is hard-working and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him.
No. Peter has a strong constitution. He'll still...
My name's Gregor.
You can call me.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon.
There's something I should tell you. I'm here to find someone and, well, to do away with him. But listen.
What's he doing here?
They call him Pius because he used to be a priest. When he found out, they sent me here to find him and bring him to justice.
So we have one outlaw and one assassin in our midst.
Well, that's just it. No, but I hope I'll track him down.
I swear I don't know anything.
I won't tell you.
You're talking about killing in the monastery.
Would you do that? I have a feeling you wouldn't.
You're right. I'll keep it to myself. I've got problems enough of my own without involving myself in yours. And besides, I mean to be gone from here.
Thank you, Siskin.
In a rush to pray.
I think I'm going to cry.
What would you like?
I need to make a confession.
I'm no priest, but tell me what you've done. It's probably nothing to worry about.
I'm here in the monastery looking for a thief. He had a hand in burning down the Neuhof stud.
You don't say. And who are you to take such an interest?
Why such haste?
The one who's going to find him and kill him.
You want to kill him here, in the monastery? Are you mad?
You can't just show up and play the angel of vengeance on... Do you think you're entitled to mete out justice? Who gave you the right? I'm sorry, but I don't want to have anything more to do with you, Gregor. You're a lunatic, and the prior ought to be warned about you.
Please don't tell him anything. It would put my whole mission in jeopardy. And believe me, my cause is just.
Very well, I won't say a word. But you should think twice about what you have in mind.
In a rush to pray?
Why such haste?
No, Peter has
Slow down. So watch your step, brother. Slow down. Brother? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be working somewhere? Idle hands are the devil's workshop.
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? This time I'll look the other way. But next time, you won't get out of being punished.
I'm Gregor, and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during the ceremony. I have a feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm a circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything is the way it should be.
When it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother? Brother? Where were you during Mass? Don't tell me you didn't know that Holy Mass is the foundation on which your life here is built.
I had other affairs that needed to be attended to immediately. It will never happen again.
Really? Fine then. This time I will forgive you. But next time you'll be punished, just like everyone else.
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lit...
Pay more attention, brother.
What troubles you?
Brother Neverless says that you didn't finish your work in the herb room. Have you lost your taste for...
I definitely was there. I did come a little late, so perhaps no one noticed me.
Really? Fine then. This time I will forgive you.
No, no, no. I can't believe you...
Brother, what are you doing?
You're right, brother.
This is your first war. Peace be with you.
Ah, Gregor, talk to me.
Is it possible to learn...
Only the abbot and the prior.
And can I see them?
No. The abbot writes and keeps his records in his chambers, and only he and the...
Listen, brother. Is there anyone in the monastery...
I can't help you then.
The forbidden books must be in that cabinet.
Books stood in there out for your eyes to see. Forbidden books, written by the devil himself. Forget about them.
Can't you see we're at Mass?
Brother?
Slow down, brother. Pay more attention, brother.
When anyone receives the name of abbot, he ought to govern his disciples with a twofold teaching. That is to say, he should show them all that is good and holy, by his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent, demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed, from him more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery. Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to the faults of offenders, but, since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin to appear. Remembering the fate of Heli, the priest of Siloam. The well-disposed and those of good understanding, let him correct with verbal admonition the first and second time. But bold, hard, proud, and disobedient characters he should curb at the very beginning of the ill-doing by stripes and other bodily punishments, knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. And again, beat nothing dearer to them than Christ, who, because of the holy service they have professed, and the fear of hell, and the glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command, and cannot suffer any delay in executing it. But this very obedience will be acceptable to God and pleasing to men only if what is commanded is done without. For the obedience given to superiors is given to God.
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound.
I think I understand you. But the beast would need to know what deal he's being offered.
You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Nyhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Nyhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. What exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
You're right. But the people who sent me will find out if I don't kill you.
They won't if we're clever about it. No one has to die. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow, that sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as fast as I can.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison.
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Celerius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. If you know how to use them, they'll be worth finding. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior. He carries them with him at all times.
They both sound hard to me. But needs must. And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list. And when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it's even come.
All right, that's everything I need to know. I can get started.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you.
That would sound more sincere if you hadn't just tried to kill me.
That's why I'm thanking you. For being so reasonable despite what I did. For what it's worth, I'm glad the poison didn't kill you. And we can both come through this alive if we work together.
Slow down, brother.
Novices have no business here.
You shouldn't be here. In a wish to pray? In a wish to pray? Watch your step, brother. In a wish to... Why such haste?
Done to you this time, brother?
They're shirking their responsibilities, leaving us their Yet again, I've had enough of it. Slow down, brother.
sleep. Leave me be. I want to sleep.
In a rush to pray? Slow down. Why such haste?
What's your step, brother? Why such haste?
Pay more attention, brother.
Not now, brother. After Mass.
You were somewhere you shouldn't have been. Don't you know your place? Don't you know where you're permitted to enter?
Very well, brother.
Now, show me what you have on you. I must confiscate any...
While I was locked up, someone was making quite a racket in the cellar. Blind drunk, I'm sure of it. I wonder what's been going on.
What's your... in a rush to pray?
Peace be with you, brother.
Pay more attention, brother.
In a rush to pray?
Pay more attention. Watch your step, brother.
Slow down. Why such haste?
Why such hate? What would you like?
I have everything we need for the escape.
Excellent. Straight after Vespers, we'll meet in the dormitory. We'll have to get it all done before the monks have finished dinner.
What exactly is your plan? And why can't we do it at night?
We're going to prepare a little riddle they'll never solve. And why at mealtime? Because we need the dormitory as well as the church to be empty. Then at night we'll escape. Do you follow? Take everything with you and don't forget the keys.
Good. Once evening mass ends, I'll be in the dormitory.
Attention, brother.
Why such haste?
Brother. Brother Nevlis says that you didn't finish your work in the herb room. Have you...
I was feeling a bit queasy.
Really? Fine then. This time I will forgive you. But next time, brother. Brother Cyril...
You're right, brother.
This is your first... Where were you?
You're right, brother.
This is your second... What's your step? In a rush to pray?
Slow down, brother.
Slow down, brother.
I said, I will guard my ways, that I may not sin with my tongue. I have set a guard to my mouth. I was mute and was humbled and kept silence even from good things. Here the prophet shows that if the spirit of silence ought to lead us at times to refrain even from good speech, so much the more ought the punishment for sin make us avoid evil words. Therefore, since the spirit of silence is so important, permission to speak should rarely be granted even to perfect disciples, even though it be for good, holy, edifying conversation. For it is written, in much speaking you will not escape sin. And in another place, death and life are in the power of the tongue. For speaking and teaching belong to the master. The disciple's part is to be silent and to listen. And for that reason, if anything has to be asked of the superior, it should be asked with all the humility and submission inspired by reverence. But as for coarse jests and idle words, or words that move to laughter, these we condemn everywhere with a perpetual ban. And for such conversation we do not permit a disciple to open his mouth. The rule of Saint Benedict, readings on humility. The first degree of humility is obedience without delay. This is the virtue of those who hold nothing dearer to them than Christ, who, because they have professed, and the fear of hell and the glory of life everlasting, as soon as anything has been ordered by the superior, receive it as a divine command and cannot suffer any...
The Watcher's step, brother. Why such haste?
I've read one of the manuscripts, copied by one of the novices. I think I'm going to cry.
It's that touching, is it?
Touching? More like infuriating.
Horrible. But they'll learn. They will know.
Peace be with you, brother. Pay more attention, brother.
Don't move the muscle.
Abbot Peter's health is deteriorating. They say he won't make it to the autumn.
No, no. Peter has a
Brother.
strong constitution. He'll still be on this earth.
What are you
for many
doing
years to
here?
come.
You're right, brother.
Now this is...
But I want change, and only a new abbot can bring that.
I've had an...
You dare is...
There's no hurry.
Yes, brother.
You failed to...
Peace be with you, brother. Praise. For a moment there, I was worried you weren't coming. Give me that blood. This is the exact spot where you pushed me off the gallery.
In a rush to pray?
And here's where you dragged my lifeless body.
What's your Pay more attention, brother.
Thank you for helping me out. Now we must each go our own way.
Well, I can't just let you leave. You're a criminal.
What are you on about? Did you really help me escape just to betray me?
I'm truly sorry, but you were there at the Neuhof massacre, and you're a valuable witness. I'm taking you to the bailiff.
Gregor, you can't be serious. I thought I won't be taken anywhere. I'd rather die than lose my freedom.
You call that combat? What's the matter? Come on!
You'll die for that!
This is one of the men who raised Neuhof. He should be able to tell you something useful. But I need to ask a favor. I need you to keep him out of sight so his accomplices don't know he's been caught.
Fine work, and I'll do as you say. I'll find a deep, dark hiding place where no one will hear me interrogate him. And while we're at it, I'll have your things brought here. Wait here a while.
Good health to you, Henry.
Hey!
My respects to you.
Let's have a word about the That's a sum I can live with.
God save you.
How do the... What's life like?
Good.
What kind of...
He's